has been a memorable day for Toronto sports fans. The Toronto Blue Jays winning the ALDS and, of course, Toronto FC clinching their first playoff berth in franchise history. We've been joking about it all week long. Are we officially going to pop the champagne, Adrian?
Not just yet, but I know Toronto FC fans are very excited. It's a huge accomplishment. I know how hard it was to get to the playoffs when I was playing. My first year in the MLS, it seemed very easy with the Houston Dynamos. We went on to win the championship, so it's not till following years that I fully understood how hard it was to reach back there. But for Toronto FC players, fans, owners, presidents, GMs, whatever it may be, medical staff, they deserve it because they have gone under the radar with other sports team really taking the spotlight in this city, but they've accomplished what they were supposed to accomplish this year, and it's great. Now let's see if they can keep on pushing forward and exceed all expectations.
So let's talk about the game on hand here today. Toronto FC 2-1 victory over New York Red Bulls. The last time these two teams met was at Red Bull Arena. 3-0 was the final score for the Red Bulls, so this was a little bit of vengeance on the line.
It was a solid performance by Toronto FC. Not playing 71 minutes without a designated player, it really shows how far this team has come. I thought the fan support here tonight was phenomenal. You give credit to all those people involved in the organization. Seeing tears on the faces of day oneers was something special, but seeing the reaction from the support was something else. Seeing Jonathan Osorio and some of the players go into the crowd and celebrating with them, this is what it's all about. Danielle, I mean, I've been covering the team since basically day one, and we've seen basically everything. From dysfunction to the highest of highs to the lowest of lows. You've seen little bit of it all. But this team this season really stuck to it. There was no bragging or boasting or say, look at us. They wanted to achieve something and do it based upon their merit. And they didn't want any of the excitement to be misplaced. And now this is where it just builds into a crescendo. With 2 games to go, this team is going to the playoffs. And right now, they're sitting in a position where it's realistic if they get home field advantage as well. And just bring it on. And I just cannot wait to see how this city rallies around this team as they've done with the Toronto Blue Jays. I think it's something special brewing right here in Toronto, and we're just along for the ride, and it's just a wonderful experience to be a part of.
And for everyone, we should especially give credit to the general manager, Tim Bezbachenko. He was elated after the game. He went up to his wife, gave her a huge hug, and this is someone who's had so much expectation, pressure on his shoulders, and finally he was able to achieve something for this club.
And rightfully so. I think when he came on board with TFC, people didn't really know who he was. He came from the MLS corporation and didn't really have that knowledge on being a GM, but he came in here, spent some money, brought in the right players, and that has been key. They spent a lot of money on players, and they've done it in previous years without the payoff. So for this year, for these guys to really come and carry this team to what they achieved now, it all really comes down to what he has done off the record and getting these players together.
And trickling that down even further, head coach Greg Vanney brought in all the right personnel as well. He's played an integral role into where this team has been today.
No kidding, and rocking the playoff beard now, or should we call it the winning streak beard. For the first time in TFC history, they've won 4 games in a row. And that's no fluke, and it's come with these home games. And I think it was appropriate at the end of the game they played the at last video, okay? Because honestly, that's what people are thinking, at last. But think about where we've come from this season. With the start of the season, with all the road games due to the construction here at BMO Field, to players being gone through injury, through suspension, through international duty with the Gold Cup. This hasn't been an easy road. So I hope the players tonight and over the next couple days take time to reflect and kind of celebrate their achievement and what they've done. Then get back at it this Saturday against the Columbus Crew, because now it's not just about getting in, it's looking forward to jockeying for playoff position.
Yeah, I'm going to take a couple words from Drake. We're charged up, all right, everybody?
Yeah.
Merry clinch miss. Toronto FC has made it onto the postseason for Major League Soccer. Stay tuned with us all week long at torontofc.ca for your full coverage.